well, 2026 is here. The market is different. There's a lot of political and current events happening, but where should I park my money? Welcome back, everyone. And today we're talking about something that's a hot topic. Where am I going to put my money in 2026? 2026 started off as a crazy time for everybody, and it's evolved now after Q1, something a little bit different. So the market's changed, the landscape's changed. So let's see how our finances need to change. And today we're talking to Nicole Cardenas, who is a financial advisor with LPL Financial. And she's going to give us her tips and her knowledge on, well, 2026 is here. The market is different. There's a lot of political and current events happening, but where should I park my money? So tell me, Nicole, today we've got a lot going on. Stock market has gone up and down. Oil is all over the place. As a financial advisor, where would you say, like, I've seen my 401k go down, right? I've seen maybe some money that I had saved, and I saw this back in 2008, where a lot of people were like, oh my goodness, my 401k is down. What do I do? So in your advice, what should people be looking out for, and where should they be parking their money right now?
So I would say that's where you have to change your perspective of your investment. When the markets are going down, everyone panics.
Okay.
Takes out their money. What do I do? And that is actually the best time to keep investing. That's like buying clothes and shoes on sale. You're buying things at the low, and that gets your money investing once you're in the low at a bigger return. So when things are going down, that's the perfect time to jump in the market. I know it's scary. Everyone wants to jump out because they're thinking, what, I'm losing all my money, but it's actually one of the best times to invest. And what I would do as a newer investor is invest in like large cap growth funds, which are companies that are stable, like an AT&T, Verizon, Apple. All these companies, they're not going anywhere. They're growing at a rapid pace, and if you're in these companies, you're still receiving dividends. So you're getting them at a lower price if the stock market's going down, but also gaining that that future revenue from them.
Oh, like, so money on top of money.
Exactly.
Now, when it comes to exactly what you said, right? Coming in at the low on sale. But how do I know, is it on sale or on clearance? Like, how do I know when the bottom is? Because I know a lot of people are afraid to get into the market for the fact that, like, maybe I jump in when Verizon's, you know, X amount of dollars, but then it goes down even more. Like, now I'm quote unquote in my mindset or my perspective losing money. So what would be your recommendation as to, like, how do I spot the bottom, or what do you do if, like, you invest now where things are on sale, but then you see them go lower?
So like Warren Buffett said, it's not timing the market, but it's your time in the market. So it's hard. Nobody has a crystal ball to see where the market is going to be placed when you invest. But as long as you put your money in and park it there and just let the market do its job, as long as you're in, just patience. Patience pays off huge in investing, because you'll see reap the benefits no matter when you went into the market.
Okay, so I get into the market, right? But, like, what about all the people that lost money in their 401ks, right? Like 2025, they had some money. This is a long-term thing, right? They may not be retiring right away. They see, oh my goodness, I lost $20,000, $30,000 in my retirement. Like, what's the advice for those people? Do they reposition? Do they add more? Like, what's your advice there?
If financially they can, of course, add more. Always add more. But if it's something that is scary. It is scary. It's a very scary thing to see 20-30% of your portfolio drop. But it's scarier to leave. So once you would do sell, you're guaranteeing your loss. If you stay within the market, you might get the upswing. When the upswing comes back, and that has happened at least 4 times, 5 times. I've been in the business since 2006. So I saw 2008, I saw 2012. Just recently, COVID was an amazing time to be in the market when it dropped, but it always comes back. The rebound always comes. And once you're in, the average of having money invested into the portfolio, doubles every 7 years. So yeah, you'll see the up and down fluctuations, but as long as you stay consistent, stay in, don't panic, you will rebound.
Okay, so you also talked a little bit about like, well, I guess how conservative or how scary it might be, right? And I would imagine like the Bitcoin investors, they're a lot more aggressive right now. So what would be some advice for the new, like really conservative investor, maybe a mid-tier investor where like for me, I'm considered like aggressive, non-aggressive, right? And then you got the really aggressive people. Like where should they be parking their money in 2026?
I would say like the large cap growth funds.
For the new investors.
Newer
Okay.
investors, bigger investors, there's now like crypto funds, ETFs that are coming up. So if you're a little bit scared with Bitcoin or can't purchase one Bitcoin, there's index funds that follow the Bitcoin trends.
Okay.
For more aggressive investors, definitely. Also just playing with stocks as well. Once you see the fluctuations, once you're not once you become you're not a novice anymore, and you know you're dabbling in the investments for a couple years, then we can start playing with stocks and individual stocks and see where that leads us.
Got it. So like the more aggressive investors, what would you say is something they should be parking their money into right now?
I would say probably like some Coinbase. I mean, it's fun to see going up and down, but it's I mean, you will see an extreme volatility with Coinbase.
So you also touched on something that was really about the mindset, right? Mindset of investing and the perspective, right? I personally like Warren Buffett line as well, as when people are fearful, be greedy. When people are greedy, be fearful, right? And so that's always something that I've utilized in my investing strategy, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in the markets, or whether it's in ventures. Now, when it comes to, you know, in general, like 2026, where do you see the market going in 2026? I know you don't have a crystal ball. I know you've given us some strategies and tips, but like based on your experience, you've been with, you know, the market since 2006. I mean, what do you foresee is maybe some like things that we should be looking out for?
I still see that there's probably a trend going down for maybe in the second quarter. But I do feel that we're going to rebound back. I mean, now, even just this week, last 2 weeks, we've kind of caught back up from where we came down. So I don't feel like it's going to be a bad ending of the year. I think just we're going to see a comeback.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of your investment tips and strategies. And hopefully this gives you guys some insights into the market, into where to park your money from a financial investment standpoint. Real estate is always a really great key because, you know, we don't have as much fluctuation and people always need housing, to your point. In addition to that, I think it's always good to have diversified funds, right? You earn a little bit in your mortgage when you are putting your money into it. And at the same time, you can play around with some stocks, build some retirement, add into that wealth plan instead of just parking it in one location. So hopefully this helps. In case that you guys want to get in touch with Nicole, schedule any consultations, pick her brain, we'll leave all her information in the show notes. And Nicole, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge today.
Thank you.
If you want more tips on how to build generational wealth, real estate, and wealth planning, and just maybe some hacks that'll help you in the future, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out.